we just had the fight of the century. Basically,
The
it,
beatdown of a century.
it's the fight we all wanted, and I'll tell you, I told quite a few people, I hope this isn't a fight that disappoints because, like, for instance, when Pacquiao fought
Yeah,
Floyd, it was late.
disappointing
And
as hell. It
Pacquiao was
was
terrible.
outside of their prime.
Floyd was touching him up. Pacquiao had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I will say is the Errol Spence Jr. fight, Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrance Bud Crawford, was not a disappointment for me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you. What do you think? Were you disappointed with the fight?
No, I wasn't disappointed at all because my expectations wasn't like it's gonna be blow for blow or pound for pound go down and around. I didn't think it was gonna be a judge's decision or anything. Now I didn't expect it to be as one sided as it was, but early on watching the fight, I could see where it was going. Spence kind of looked like he was trying to really put the pressure on Crawford, but Crawford was having a counter for everything. And once I saw that Spencer got knocked down, it just looked like he was trying to play catch up the whole time. So, I don't think I was really shocked with how the fight went though.
What did I send to the group chat after the first round? Do you remember?
Was you talking about the Slim Shady when he walked out?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
not even that.
Okay. Wait.
Remember you said. Oh,
Well,
what happened?
no, I'm listening.
Oh, my bad. When you said Spence is coming out aggressive,
Yeah.
what did I say? You remember?
I'm trying to. I don't. There was a lot going on.
Paraphrasing, I sent to the group chat. Crawford is just trying to see what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Crawford is one of those fighters. Sometimes
Mhm.
Crawford don't even get started till round 3 or 4.
Yeah.
This time,
I think that's the smart way to fight though.
that's how Floyd fights,
Mhm.
and that's how some people criticize Spence because sometimes he throws too many punches.
Yeah.
Me personally, it's never failed him, so it's like, why change it, right? But in this fight right here,
Yeah.
he was jumping all over him. He was trying to because Spence is naturally bigger, so he
Yeah.
was trying to bully him.
You know what's crazy though? Like they're saying they're naturally bigger, but they both look like the same size. Like Crawford even looked bigger at some point to me.
What I
get
mean, what I mean by that is
you
that
said naturally.
Crawford had to work
Yeah, to get that
to
weight.
get to this size.
Yeah,
Crawford
Spence was
started.
Yeah, Crawford was
Crawford started
134 or 135. That was
130 is where he started.
That's crazy.
I believe 130, and Spence has always been 147 in that range.
So he raised it up just to get this.
They're like, oh well, Spence is naturally heftier than this guy, so he might be stronger. But here's the other thing people failed to realize: Spence. I don't know if you've actually really watched him a lot. Spence has never been hurt.
Yeah, I remember you saying that in the chat. It's just
So it was like Crawford's been hurt before.
Yeah, so it's like a guy who's never been hurt. How is he going to handle that? Like you just don't know, like, and it feels like he didn't handle it well at all. Like I feel like in the fight, he was trying to set the tone the whole way, and he just didn't make any adjustments. Like you see that he's countering all your hits. Like you play being aggressive and all that. Like you're landing a couple, but he's hitting you with that right jab. That's his dominant hand, hitting you with the right jab every time you make a little mistake. So it was honestly a beautiful masterclass. Like just seeing what Crawford was doing, breaking him down, being patient. Like that's the type of fighters that I like. It was really Floyd-esque, if you ask me.
I don't think there was an adjustment to be made.
Yeah,
because he tried to attack the body, it wasn't there. Tried to attack the head. He threw 100 more punches.
Yeah, and he didn't even land more punches. That's the crazy part.
He was trying to give him what he had, but I'm telling you, once that first knockdown,
because then he's just trying to play catch up the whole time.
He didn't even look the same anymore. Like it's weird. Like I saw it in his face. I was like, oh.
And you can see that his face is a little swollen. He's red. And you look at Crawford and you like, he just looked fine.
Before that though, before that, when he first got knocked down, like, because I've watched a lot of Spence fights, and like for instance, I'll make an example. His last fight was over a year ago. It was against Ugas. Spence had false teeth in his mouth because he had an accident.
Yeah.
So his entire front row was fake.
Didn't he mess up his eye in that accident too?
No, that was something different.
Okay, car accident.
But in the Ugas fight, he got hit in the mouth. His mouthpiece fell out. He thought his teeth went with it. So he's looking for the mouthpiece. and Ugas hits him again. Spence goes to the corner and starts laughing. So when I tell you he looked different,
because he looked kind of shook, like it's like
because he was like, "Oh, I didn't care how that he hit me.
Yeah,
I was making sure. Once I realized
my teeth are good, it's like, oh yeah, yeah. It's like, come on. But when you fighting a fighter that's on your caliber type fighter, it's just different. It's like, oh, he got my number, low key.
What I'm saying is that hit hurt. It got to him. So he was like, "Oh my God, I don't think I'm ready for this." Now I don't know if he was thinking that, but his face said it. And he didn't look like the same fighter anymore.
I just feel like he made like as far as a rematch goes, I think he should go for a rematch because I don't think it was that big. Like it was definitely, you feel me? It was no question who won, but I think he can make adjustments for the next fight that can serve him right, and I think he has a chance if they do get a rematch because I just think it was mental mistakes that he made, that messed him up. It's just, he should be a little more patient. He just kind of set himself up for that loss, if you ask me.
Yeah, 100%, 1,000%. Like, I don't think any less of Errol Spence than I did because Errol's my fighter. So that's the guy who I picked to win. But I remember when I saw,
just so I know.
When I saw Goatman come out with him, though,
bro,
I was like, shit.
Hey, no,
I had to switch sides.
We was in the group chat. We all said, he got Slim Shady coming out.
So on Thursday, my dad sent me an Instagram post. Crawford posted. He was talking to Shakur Stevenson. He said, "Yo, who should I come out with? I'm thinking about getting Eminem." But I'm like, but Eminem responded on Instagram in the comments.
Okay.
So I was like,
if he bring out Eminem.
But then I was like, well, if he commented back, it might be already done. But as soon as I was like,
yeah, no.
Let me I might switch sides.
My thing is, if Eminem comments on your picture after you say, comment or whatever you just said that, are you turning that down? Or are you like, oh yeah, it's already?
I'm just saying, like he brings out Eminem and you brought out Butterbean.
Bro, he brought out Rod Wave, bro, like Texas Rod Wave.
I'm like. A lot of the fight game is mental. They put you in that mindset. Your song is important.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Like hearing Till I Collapse while he coming out, but that had me hyped.
Lose Yourself.
It was Lose Yourself. I'm tripping. Lose Yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, hearing Lose Yourself.
Till I Collapse would have been hard. Yeah, I'd have been cool with that too.
But yeah, Lose Yourself. Hearing you Lose Yourself while you walking out, bro, it had me hyped. Like I'm like, damn, I want to get in the ring type shit. Not really, but
So the way I see it, this isn't like when Tyson Fury destroyed Deontay Wilder a couple years ago.
That bad.
It was because Deontay Wilder can't box.
Yeah.
He just couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
Terrance Crawford made Errol Spence look like he can't box. But Errol Spence has all the skill. Errol Spence has all the skills to be a great fighter. He's 28-0, well 28-1 now. Yeah. He's a 3-time. He had 3 belts in his division. He defended his title at least 6 times. He's a great fighter. I think his number one issue was he didn't know how to handle the strength of Crawford, and he kept reaching because he didn't want to step into it and get knocked out.
Exactly.
So, but when he reaches, it left everything open for counters and tagged him up. Now, as far as Crawford goes,
amazing.
What's your opinion of him on the big picture as of now?
Like you're saying, like where he stands with other boxers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you put him now 40-0? He just beat the best competition he's going to have.
Honestly, I feel like you have to. Like, they're like some people, like he said so in his what's it called, the pre-fight video or whatever. Like some people said I was scared to take this fight and all that, and then he ends up doing it and then winning in such fashion. I just think like you have to put him in those type of conversations. Of course, people rank him how you rank him, but if he retired right now, like. You have to say he goes down as one of the best boxers in his division type shit. So
he has nothing to prove.
Nothing to prove at all. I mean, he could go to 150 something pounds and then get the rematch and win again, and it's just it only up it. But I don't think it's much more that you could do to really establish yourself. So
I'm gonna tell you,
I think you have.
He's the first fighter in history, first male fighter in history to be undisputed in two divisions with the 4 because it used to be like 3 belts back in the day. Now it's 4. So he's the first one in the 4 belt era to have 2 divisions on lock.
That's insane.
he can retire today and be done. Yes, he's already in the conversations, in my opinion, with the Mayweathers, with Leonards and Hearns and all of the guys before him. He's in there, but I think he's bigger than the division itself because he's already unified 2 divisions, right?
Yeah.
His goal, he wants to go to 154.
I know, I saw that. That's, if he does that, now, like you have to.
Spence wants to fight him at 154 as well.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know.
Now, you never know what an extra 7 pounds can do to either fighter. I don't know.
Yeah,
it could slow him down. Spence, who has a natural 47 frame, could adjust
so
these.
Spence is probably an easier adjustment than someone coming from 130 going to 154. That's 24 pounds type shit.
But when you get, but if Crawford goes and unifies,
if he does that, that's like I'm not some GOAT. I mean, it's some GOAT type shit. But you feel me? I'm not gonna say the GOAT type, but you know, that's some.
People gonna have to talk me off the ledge. If he goes and unifies 154.
Hey,
then it might be fair to say that's gonna be at least 5 fights.
I could see that being his next goal because it's like, what else do I have to prove and where I'm at right now? You know, if he still wants to continue to fight and you know build his legacy, I think that's like the next goal type shit. You know, let me see if I can do it here. Not let me see.
Here's one thing about boxing right now. Boxing is one of his best spots that we've seen. Like in our lifetime, this might be the best go at it because every division is crazy.
Yeah.
You got the little guys, you got the middle guys, you got the heavy guys, you got all these divisions. Everybody's good. Like there was a time when people were saying UFC was about to take over the spot from boxing. Boxing has stole it back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if Terrance Crawford, through the tough competition that he's had from the bottom all the way through welterweight where he is now, and he goes to middle, and he goes and cleans it up.
It's crazy.
He's the best fighter of our lifetime.
Yeah.
And the only person that can argue it was Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly.
But anybody else, they can go sit down. It's gonna be Crawford and Floyd, and that's gonna be it.
Facts.
Now, as for Errol Spence Jr., what I would tell him, I'm not a boxer, obviously, but what I would tell him, do not take another year off.
Yeah.
Because we could see in the ring, he didn't have good timing. His footwork wasn't good. I don't know if the eye injury messed up his hand-eye coordination, but his defense was
It just
trash.
feel like his instincts just wasn't there. I don't know if he wasn't locked in or I don't know.
I would say if you don't take the rematch, you either do this. Your next fight is either Crawford at 154 or
that's tough.
You fight somebody else at 154 and then get Crawford. Either way, in the next fight slot, which is December or January, you need to be fighting.
Yeah.
Do not take another
just
year
retire
off.
type shit.
He's had 2 fights in 3 years or 4 years because he had the accident. He lost a year for that. He was going to fight Pacquiao, but then he got his detached retina sparring. So he lost some more. He lost at least 6 months to that.
Yeah.
And then he fought Ugas. And then they've been trying to make this fight happen. So they didn't want to fight nobody else, so they did this. So he's lost years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when they first tried to make this fight happen, it was 2018.
That's crazy.
So
it's 2023. I get COVID happen, but damn.
So take the rematch and stay busy in the meantime, right? Now that he's been hurt, I would spar with heavy-handed people who are stronger than you, so you can know how to take that shot because
get used to it.
You got to get used to it because you could tell that was his first time getting hit hard. You could tell.
He just didn't handle it well at all.
Also, work on your patience.
Yeah.
Don't be the big bad wolf. Don't be the big bully. Because that right there got him into some more shots than he delivered.
Yeah, like he should honestly take notes from Crawford. Seeing Crawford, he was playing defensive the whole time. He was reading what he was doing.
I call Floyd right now.
You said what?
I call Floyd.
Yeah. So he's doing all that, and as soon as he sensed the moment, like, oh, I got him on the ropes, he started being aggressive. He started putting it on him. He knocked him down. He went at him. Like, you got to know when to sense the moment. It just feel like, Spence didn't have that type of...
And hire a driver, Errol. Hire a driver. 3 car accidents?
That's sick, bro. I was just looking up his injuries, and I'm like, I thought the eye thing was from a car accident. And then, I don't know, man. He's just
unlucky, man.
Yeah, that's sick.
Hey, regardless, I know 2 of the accidents was not his fault. He got rear-ended one time. Another time a 14-year-old ran a light and smashed into his car.
I mean, at some point, there's some signs. There's some fucking signs, bro. There's some signs.
You never need to drive again.
Drive you a truck or something, bro. You need.
Yeah. But I would call up Floyd. And what's tough, the last thing about Crawford that I have to say is that what's tough about Crawford is he fights in a left-handed stance.
Yes, and he's right-handed.
But he's right-handed. He hurt his right hand, and then
they said that his left became stronger than his right? That's
so
like
with Crawford,
impressive. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Just seeing that.
And what I'm gonna tell you is the southpaw stance is the hardest stance to fight against.
Exactly.
Spence is also left-handed. Left-handers, they, you know, if Spence would have been able to figure out the southpaw style that Crawford was giving him, he would switch his stance to this regular orthodox and beat him that way.
They were saying not many guys can do that. Both their first time fighting a left-handed boxer. I mean, basically,
it's rare.
That's
rare.
That's crazy.
That's why Pacquiao was so good. Pacquiao was a southpaw, and people didn't know what the hell they was looking at. It's not common. Just like a left-handed basketball player, left-handed quarterback, they're harder to guard because you don't see them every day.
Exactly.
But anyway, I don't think Spence can beat. I mean, I
don't think he can.
It'll take a lot to beat him.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
I wouldn't pick him to beat him, but I definitely think he could put up a better fight.
He can make it competitive. Yes.
So,
1,000%.
That's my closing arguments with it.
All right, so we got that. So Crawford's 40-0, Spence is 28-1. So maybe the extra 12 fights.
Yeah.
The experience, you know what I'm saying?